Welcome back, everybody. Keegan Martinez joins the show. He's a three-sport athlete, participated in soccer, basketball, and baseball as a state champion this year. So a lot of great stuff to talk about. Keegan, thanks for making the trip. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So let's get started. Just you growing up and getting interested in sports. How old were you and what was that like?
I started playing sports when I was really young, around like kindergarten. Started playing soccer, basketball, like t-ball. All started around. I was pretty young, so I've been playing sports since a very young age.
Awesome. So your dad obviously very involved with sports. Did he get you involved with that or was it your friends?
Yeah, it was my parents. They would sign me up for like Canterbury soccer and like basketball teams and like t-ball, like out of Tilton.
Awesome. So once you got started and got rolling with sports, did you have a favorite sport growing up as a kid?
Yeah, basketball was definitely my favorite, and I mean, it still is. I'm still pursuing it.
So what other sports were you interested in? Was there anything that you were interested in playing that you played at the time that you didn't end up playing in high school, or was it just always those three sports?
It was mainly just always those three sports. I mean, soccer it's also one of my favorites. I love playing it. It's a fun game, and I mean, playing in high school was great.
Do you ever have any favorite games growing up? Maybe your favorite goal or something like that when you were learning to play sports?
I can't remember off the top of my head about like certain games, but I mean, like when I played with like Canterbury soccer, like playing with all my friends that I'm still friends with now, it was fun. Like it's just good times.
Cool. So let's start getting into the good stuff. You started playing for Belmont High School as a freshman. So let's go through your soccer career first, freshman year. Just what were your expectations for that season, and what was your plan on playing a certain position?
So freshman year was my like second year back from like taking a break from soccer. Middle school I kind of stopped. So I mean I was kind of relearning the game a little bit. So like a little rusty, but like halfway through the season, like started like getting more minutes and like playing more and just improving my game.
Okay. So what different skill sets did you feel like you needed to work on get to be a better varsity athlete?
Definitely shooting was a big one because I was mainly midfield my freshman year, like outside mid, like getting the ball into the box. So I think that was what I was mainly focused on.
Okay. So once you started to develop that season, how did you guys kind of gel together as a group and how did the team do? I think you were on JV like the first year or two, right?
For soccer?
Yeah, for soccer, or were you on varsity?
I was just on varsity that
Cool.
year. Yeah. I mean, freshman year, our record wasn't the best. It was the division was really good at that time. And I forget what we were exactly, but we didn't win a lot of games. But the team, it was a good team. Great guys and like, yeah, we didn't do the best, but it was fun being on that team.
Cool. So how'd you build on that going into sophomore season?
There was, I mean, new freshmen coming up, so they had to work for their spots and, I would just like keep working, improving my like dribbling and, my shooting. That year we were really good. We made it to the semifinals and lost to Guilford though. But it was a good team. We had an exchange student that was really good. So yeah, I mean, my minutes pretty much stayed the same. I improved my skills, but like minute wise, it was kind of the same. So that like end of freshman year.
Okay. So junior year, was there anything big that changed in terms of the team, or was it mostly the same group that you guys just tried to improve?
We lost a lot of seniors going into my junior year, so a lot more spots opened up, and I got a lot more minutes, starting a lot, and yeah, like a lot of changes happened. A lot of people switched positions. I started playing like in the center midfield compared to the outside, like before. Yeah, that was also, we did good that year as well. I think our record was close to 500. I think we were like 600, like a few more wins than losses.
Okay, you guys improved. That was
Yeah,
good.
it
So
was
how'd the
improving.
playoffs go?
Playoffs, I think we lost in the first round to St. Thomas. It was like back and forth goals. I think it was like 5-4, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure, but they scored a goal like in the last few minutes and we just couldn't get one back.
Yeah, that's a tough one for
Mm-hmm.
sure. So, moving now to your senior year, talk about that year.
Senior year was a really fun year. I became a captain on the team. I think was one of the top scorers on the team. And that team was pretty good as well. I mean, this year they like got rid of like ties, or they got rid of overtime, so it would just end up a tie. And it was we had a lot more ties than we did in the past few years. So it was kind of weird, but this year was good. We made it to the quarterfinals. The first round we beat Guilford, which was probably like the highlight of the season. The one goal we had, and I crossed it into my teammate, and he tapped it in with the top of his toe. It was crazy. Everyone went crazy. It was a really good time.
How'd you feel about the change of the overtime rule?
I mean, it was good. I would just do whatever coach would tell me, honestly. Like, if he told me to play one position, I would. I mean, I like playing center mid. There's a lot of, it's like, get to do everything, defense and offense.
Really neat. So, just talk about, the rest of the playoffs and how you felt like you played.
Soccer.
Yeah.
So we played Guilford our first round. It was a good game. It was rainy. There's like a flu going around too, so that was tough. We still end up winning. And then quarterfinals, we played Prospect, who was, I think, first or second, and no one scored. And then there's overtime in playoffs, so it got to overtime, and then one slip up, they got a cheeky little goal in, and it was tough. We thought we could have won, but it was just one slip up and ended. Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, you still had a pretty good career from the sounds of it.
It was great.
Moving on now to basketball, your favorite sport. So
Yep.
we'll get rolling with that one. Freshman year, you had Coach Silly.
Yep.
What was that season like for you guys?
For me, that season was my first year of high school basketball. I started swinging for JV, played a half on JV, then a half on varsity. Yeah, I mean, a lot of coaches were asking me, he's like, why are you playing JV right now? I mean, I was like, I don't know. But like, I was doing really well. And, there was like one game against Winnisquam where the game was like up to me. And, I think I missed the game winning shot. So, but like, after that game, I started full on varsity and started starting more. And eventually ended up leading the team in scoring.
That's really awesome. That's super impressive when you're that young.
Yeah.
So you got to step into that role and, really get to be one of the primary options offensively. Defensively, how do you feel like you continue to try and develop your game?
Defensively, improving my game. I mean, I was, freshman year wasn't that strong, so I just had to focus on getting stronger, and like, me being so tall, I'd have to guard the big men, and, yeah, I just have to like continue being physical and, keep like just going after rebounds and getting dirty.
Cool. So, how'd you guys finish record-wise that year? I know Anakin was on and he, spoke about that a little bit.
That year, I forget what we finished.
Doesn't have to be exact.
But we had more wins than losses. I want to say like around like 12-6, maybe,
Yeah.
like around that area. In the playoffs, I think we lost in the first round to Campbell that year, I believe.
That
So
sounds right.
yeah,
Okay.
that was that.
Uh, 2023 season would have been your sophomore year. Was that the year that there was a transition between Jim and your dad, or was that your junior?
That was that year. Yeah.
Okay. So what was that like, when you were speaking with your dad about that and how those conversations go?
I was all for it. I wanted him to be the coach. He has a good pass with basketball. Played college, lots of accolades, so more than fit to be a coach. And I was completely fine with it. I was like, yeah, do it. And yeah, it was great.
All right. So you got to have him. Was that like a little challenging at first, to make that work, and then it became natural, or right away was it?
I think it worked right away. We didn't have any problems. It was pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, what strategically did he do a little bit different than Jim?
We pretty much had the same team that year, so we had a lot of seniors. When my dad started coaching, we only lost one going into that year. So, I mean, we didn't really like change a lot. We kind of ran like the same defense that we would our freshman year, which is like a 2-3 matchup or something like that. Offensively wise, we ran this one play that we like started learning in the summer, and then eventually ran it in the season, and just kept running it, and it worked most of the time. It was pretty good.
What play was that?
Oh, I forget how it went, but I think we called it like Raider or something like that, something simple. And I mean, it was like a set motion, something like that.
Cool. So, record-wise, I think you guys were still pretty good that year. And how'd the playoffs go?
Playoffs that year, I think we lost to Conant in the first round at their place. That game was, that gym is small, so it's kind of tough playing in that gym. But that game was tough. I don't think it was a blowout, but I think we lost by like 10, 12 points. Everyone was working hard and just couldn't pull through.
Gotcha. So moving on to the next thing now, was your junior year. So it was your second year of having your dad as coach. You guys continued to try and push forward. So I know you had a heavy senior class your sophomore year, so you kind of had some losses to deal with. Speak about that for a minute, and you kind of needed to jump into like maybe even a higher role than you already had.
Yeah. So, we lost a lot of seniors, like 6, 7 seniors. So a lot of role changes happened. I had to step up, become a captain, like 2 other guys, and season was good. I finished like 5th, and then the record was around like can't remember exactly. It was like around like 12, 6 losses, 12 wins. I mean, yeah. Me and Anakin, we had little seniors that year. We only had like 3, so starting lineup was like me, Anakin, Wyatt Carroll, our point guard, Brady Thurber, another point guard, and Michael Collette, another like smaller forward guard. And we were a young team, a lot of juniors, junior heavy, a few sophomores, and yeah, no, it was a good year. We kept pushing, and then come playoffs, we made it to the quarterfinals. Our first round was against Fall Mountain. That was a good game. We beat them, and then we played St. Thomas quarterfinals, and then lost to them. It was a good game. It was like tied at half, I believe, and then I mean, kind of just wheels fell off. People ran out of gas, and they started pulling away.
Okay, so what'd you learn from that experience? Because you had 1 year left to make it happen.
After that season ended, like, I feel like a lot of the older guys knew, like, our next season's our last. We got to put in the work, and like that season, like, really motivated us to start pushing to work for a championship.
Cool. So this preseason, I talked to a bunch of coaches, and there was a lot of hype around you guys. Something your dad mentioned was that, yeah, you guys had a lot of hype, but like the program historically hadn't made it that deep, so it was warranted to kind of have some of the other teams like St. Thomas pushed ahead you guys in the preseason power rankings, and kind of had that message like you guys kind of had to go out there and earn that reputation for your school. How much did that motivate you during the year?
It was a good motivation factor. I mean, Belmont always had good teams. There's been amazing teams in the past, but they never could pull through and get to the finals. But I think when like preseason like picks came out and stuff, like seeing some teams ahead of us, we were like, no, that can't be. And like we just had to prove to them that we were number one.
You guys did that by the end of the year, but your regular season, you guys were very strong. You had only one loss on the year, so just take us through that regular season.
The regular season was great. We started off strong, playing a team. We played Berlin our first game. Second game, we played Guilford, so that was a good game. Packed house, a lot of people. And like we were, because we had them like our second game that really locked us in for the season. Like the mindset, like we got to take everyone seriously and like play the best we can. And then, working through season, scored my 1,000th point, which was great.
Yeah, talk about that for a minute. Who'd you guys play in that game?
We were at Winnisquam, and I think going into that game, I was 13 points away. And when I scored it, I didn't even realize I scored it. Everyone started like cheering, crowd went crazy. They stopped the game, which was cool, and made an announcement. And just a great surreal moment. Loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So moving on, you had one loss. Was that Campbell, all right?
Yeah, we lost to Campbell after previously beating them. I think we went into that game a little too high on our horses and like thought we could just go in there and beat them, and then got a good reality check that we need to like not get too comfortable, and like any team can just knock us off like that.
Probably, honestly, one of the best things that could happen to you guys going into the playoffs.
I remember Anakin always was like, we won because we lost that game. And like, I was like, yeah, you're right. Honestly, like that really like locked us in, set us ahead.
So when the bracket comes out, you guys are at the top of it as the number one seed, number one in the standings, plugged into that bracket. However, you know, all these other schools have more playoff experience than you guys do. So going out there trying to get Belmont's first state title in the sport, is, you know, a heavy burden. So what was the message like, throughout the whole team entering that playoff run?
Entering that playoff run, same mindset mentality as always, that we just need to take care of business. We developed a like saying or like motto, 4 quarters at a time. We took each game like as like 4 individual games as each quarter, and we just like kept saying we have to win each quarter to win the game, and we took that all the way through, and it was good. We got the bye because we were first place and played Fall Mountain. That was a good game. Coming off the like not playing like every other team, we were a little rusty in the first quarter, and then kind of just stepped it up and took it away.
Really cool. So you have that first game of the playoffs. It was the second round because you guys had the bye, like you said. So the semifinal game you said was, I think that was your favorite high school game, and you guys were up against St. Thomas, who you lost to last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. we played St. Thomas in the regular season, only beat them by 2, but we were down 9 at half that game, which was, we were like, we got to lock in, started playing better. And then we played them semifinals, walking into Bow. We were like, same mentality, 4 quarters, got to win each quarter. And, we started off good. I mean, they shot a lot of threes, made a lot of threes. So, I mean, we were like going hit for hit, and, come the halftime, we were, down 9. And then I don't think any other game we've been more like locked in, at a halftime. We were like, we're fine. We got this. And we just gotta be confident and like play the best we can. And we did that. I think it was end of the third quarter. Trey hit a buzzer beater, and that really hyped everyone up. I think that was like kind of like a dagger, or like slowed them down, and we just kind of pulled away. It was a great game, great team game. We all played really well.
That's great. So then you enter the championship. You guys get Kearsarge. How did you game plan for them? Because Whipple brothers can be a lot to handle sometimes. Obviously, they got guys like AJ Tremblay, Austin Edom.
Yep.
They have some really good guys on that team who can contribute in a big way. Obviously, you guys had the size advantage, which is the big advantage that nobody else had in the division. But, you know, Nate Camp's an excellent coach, and as is your dad. So a great coaching battle. How'd you feel entering Keene?
Entering Keene, it was crazy. I mean, going to the locker room, having our own locker room, everyone getting ready, getting hype. It was fun. And then like game planning for Kearsarge, we knew the size advantage we had was a big factor of how this was going to turn out. And, we planned on like them, like trying to draw fouls, like with like me and Anakin in the paint, like making moves, them like selling flops or whatever. We just got to be careful of like driving into them, drawing charges, and we did a good job of not doing that. But yeah, that was our game plan, was just keep doing what we're doing 4 quarters at a time, play the hardest we can, like nothing. There's nothing after this, so gotta put our all into it.
Was there any big challenges that you noticed in game that you might not have expected, if it was like adjustments or the play of how maybe 3 of their guys were on the floor together, something like that?
I feel like our biggest problem in that game, I feel like we tried to go way too fast than we had to. Like we kept pushing the ball, dribbling it up, and taking bad shots early in the game. And then eventually figured it out and kind of like slowed it down, started playing our own game. Eventually like winning it.
Okay. So as the buzzer sounded there at the end of the game, how were you feeling?
It was crazy. It was like, can't believe we did it. Like just can't believe it. And like I think it was like me and Anakin were down on the end, like the buzzer sounded, the whole team came running off the bench, like jumping up and down, hugging everybody, and like all the crowd going crazy. It was just crazy to think like this is the first time in Belmont history that they ever won a state championship. First time in 55 years that they've been to a championship. So it was like surreal feeling and like just crazy.
You guys made it happen.
Yeah. It was awesome.
You guys get to do it together. You get to do it with your dad, which is really,
it was great.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's really great.
What were the words that you guys exchanged after the game, if you don't mind sharing?
Jeez. I mean, we didn't really talk individually about like winning it. It was like, I mean, like the whole team, it was just like how proud we were of each other, and like everyone on the team contributed to something this season, even if their role was small or big. It was like this team was just great, and like yeah, wouldn't have done it with any other team.
Awesome. You guys had a parade on your way home.
Yeah, it was It was fun. We got into like Tilton on our way back and got like fire trucks, police cars driving us through town. It was great. It was a little cold though. Again, middle of or right at the start of March, so it was like pretty cold getting back late at night. But it was great. It was hanging out the windows, cheering. Yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah, worth it, really worth it.
Okay. So you were also a baseball player. What
Mhm.
position did you play?
I mainly played first base, a little bit of outfield as well. Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
played.
That's what I played, so
Yeah,
I get
thanks.
it.
Yeah.
So freshman year?
Freshman year, I played JV. I was on the JV team. That was probably one of my favorite seasons, even being on JV. It was with all my friends. Like everyone was on that team. It was fun. It was like, I mean, we took it like seriously, but like at the end of the day, we were like, it's JV. We can still have fun. And we did have a lot of fun on that team.
Cool. So, main takeaways of that year and stuff that you guys needed to work on in order to prepare to play varsity.
I think improvements that we really needed was hitting. We needed to get better at hitting. And yeah, just continued working on that.
And then sophomore year, I think you were primarily JV again.
Yeah, I swung that year. I would go to some varsity games, but mainly I was on JV. It was pretty much the same team, same guys. A few more people like my grade were swinging. And yeah, it was a good year. And I think that year we lost to Monadnock. It was either first or just like quarterfinals, but first round of quarterfinals. But yeah, it was a good season.
All right. So moving on to your junior year, that's when you got to really play.
Yep. Junior year, it was a good season. I love that team. It was fun. We made it to the state championship, which was great. Lost to Monadnock that year in the state championship. Just tough loss. We thought we were going to win it all. I mean, Monadnock was really good. The playoffs that year were good. We beat White Mountains, which was a good team, and then Conant in the semifinals was at Robbie Mills under the lights, which was a really cool environment. A lot of fans.
Really, really neat.
Yeah.
I've played at that field for volleyball, so
Yeah.
it's a cool field. And then senior year.
Senior year, this year, let's see, we only lost one senior, so the whole team was back, same positions. We had Anakin on the mound most of the time, wide divers. He got pitcher of the year, which was good. Yeah, we made it to the semifinals and lost to Monadnock in the semifinals. It was a tough one. We just couldn't get. I mean, we had good hits, but like they wouldn't drop. They just kept flying right into the outfielders' gloves. Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. Do you have any favorite high school baseball games?
I feel like my favorite high school baseball game was quarterfinals, because we were first place this year and we got the bye, so we started quarterfinals with our playoff run. I got an at bat and I just hit like a bomb, and it was like just a really cool moment, like playoff game. Like got like 2 RBIs off of it. It was pretty good.
It's really, really cool. So now you can tell everybody where you're headed next and what your plans are.
This fall I'm going to Plymouth and playing basketball there. I'm excited. Should be really good.
That's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense for you.
Yeah.
Was there any other school that you really looked into and gave serious consideration to, or was it always Plymouth?
I mean, I met with the Plymouth coach, and like what he told me, like how I'd be playing and like what I'd be playing, it was like really like appealing, and like I liked what he had planned for me. I'd get like lot of minutes as a freshman pretty much. And, yeah, just after that, I was like, yeah, I like Plymouth. I mean, it's close to home, so that was another good, like, decision factor.
It'll be really neat for you guys, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Your dad will try and make some games when he's able to. Obviously, he's going to be busy as well. But what are you going to be studying?
Probably, like business, something business-wise. Just, yeah, something like that.
Once you graduate from there, what do you want to end up doing? Because coaching is a possibility as well.
Yeah, but not too sure what I want to do after I graduate. I mean, I do want to stay around the game and like the game of basketball and like just keep playing, hopefully, whatever that may be.
Cool. Yeah. Any advice to younger athletes?
Never give up. Put in your all. Stay dedicated, and you'll do good things.
Great. Thank you, Keegan. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Please subscribe to the channel. It helps out a bunch and is completely free. Thank you.